Okay, hello everybody. I am back and I'm starting City Skylines 2. This game came out this week on Tuesday and I have been messing around with it and I've noticed one specific thing is that I cannot make a profit in my city. Now I've seen people mention that this is a bug, but I want to try and see if there's any possible way for me to make profit in this game. I've started a city. It's about the smallest city you'll ever see. So you haven't missed much. I'll show you around. Um, but like, it's absolutely nuts, crazy, and I don't really know. This game seems very unfinished to me, but that is definitely okay. So I have a bunch of commercial in this spot and over here. Wow, this is slow. Okay. I have residential, a couple water towers, my big residential, and then I have a bunch of row housing on the outside here, which is just fine. So, my population is going up crazy right now, but we're all already negative 4,000, which is just great. Amazing. I have a medical clinic and a cemetery for now. I don't even have education yet. I'm probably supposed to have education. I don't have it yet though because, in all honesty, it wasn't really getting me anywhere here. So I'm not gonna do that yet. I don't feel like that's really worth my time. But I do want to create more residential first, I think. I think that makes some logical sense here. And then this road is the bigger road. I'm not sure if this is gonna get me anywhere, if this is gonna get me in more debt. I'm hoping it's not gonna get me more debt, but that's the goal here. I don't know if that's gonna happen though. But like we're attempting here. I did add a little bit of extra here. Um, Noise pollution, I'm sure, is terrible. I can only imagine. But, like, that's not even my goal to worry about at this moment. So, I'm basically adding on an extra block here so we can put in some residential. I am going to make it, I'm going to try to make it straight. Maybe not. No. Guess we're not making it straight today. Good to know. Okay. The elevation of this game is weird. Like, there's always like a hill or something. It's kind of crazy. I'd like to live somewhere like a building. Really? Okay. Duh. So this is actually going up still. This is going down. But they are at least staying steady. I've also noticed, I think there's a bug with the um, residential stuff because it tells me it needs a lot more stuff quite a bit. And it doesn't really make any sense because, in all honesty, like that shouldn't be happening. I'm gonna add some of the row housing in here. And I want to see how much this can do. Or, like, fix for demand. Because the low density residential demand, like, never goes down. It does for some other things. The commercial zone is also says it's needed. So I'm going to put, like, it here. There's somewhere to go for now. And I'm going to put that there. See, because it says it has demand, but it doesn't always build the houses. So to me that doesn't make any sense because it says like, oh, I need a bunch of people, and then give it the option to build, and it's like, oh, I don't want to build there. It doesn't make any sense. See, now they kind of did it. They kind of went for it. See, it's just confusing. I also put the wrong kind of housing in, so that would explain that. Sometimes it does work and it makes logical sense, but there are many times where it doesn't. The demand doesn't seem too broken at this moment. So that is nice. We will get more people from this. We're at 1,000 here. See, they're complaining about healthcare, and I don't understand why, because if you look at the healthcare, like, obviously it's not perfect. I mean, that's the truth. But, I mean, okay, there's a medical clinic, and there's this massive cemetery. It cannot be that big of a deal. That, you know, like, you're definitely able to get what you need. I wanted to get rid of that. Okay, that should be fixed now, so let's let them build that. I really like how all of the extra stuff is in the roads, like the power and the water and all that stuff, and like the sewage. So I don't have to worry so much about the sewage. Where is the sewage? I think it's maybe over here. Yeah, that is interesting. And I also think, and I actually like, it feels like the sewage doesn't build up as much as it did in the first game. It doesn't feel as, like, negative and bad than it did before. Which maybe sounds weird, but I just feel like there was a good change there. I try to build kind of 2 squares at a time, mainly just because it feels that that's correct. I'm trying to get to level 3 here, because then I need to do road surfaces. I need to unlock, like, streetlights for these corners here. Especially these corners, because... Oh no, I think they have them. Yeah, the bigger ones have them, and then the other ones don't. But I think we could probably benefit if we did a couple stoplights somewhere at least. This one has them. This one doesn't. I think 2 wide roads that come together don't get a stoplight. I'm guessing. Okay, so it is. We're making more money than we did before, and I think that the commercial demand going up is a good sign. So I'm gonna give them 2 full squares to build, and I just want to see how this goes. I want to see how much demand goes down. Yeah, because, like, you see commercial, you put in like 3 buildings and it's fine. For residential though, you could make 10 residential grids and you're still fighting with the residential. So let's just do this whole part here. I also heard that specialized industry is pretty good. So what I'm gonna do, there's a lot of trees right here. And I've learned it's hard to build specialized residential, so it's not gonna be amazing, but I do think that we can benefit from it quite a bit. And it seems like that's some people's decisions to make some money. Another thing I need to learn, I want to figure out how to export water and export power. Because I know you can give other towns some services, or like they'll come to your town for like school, those kind of things. I'm not sure what this is. Upkeep is $21 a month, and I don't understand why I have to. Efficiency? What is the difference? Because this traffic flow is really high, but then traffic volume isn't. What is this? What? I'm debating building in some type of intersection here. I don't know what for sure. Let's look at this actually. Because I could add in a 4-lane road here. I might. Let's upgrade this road that direction here. And I should be able to drag this like that. It's just a 2-way highway, so it's nothing crazy or anything. I'm wondering, could I put a roundabout in here? Like a medium one? See if I could get any more people in? Because, like, I'm guessing that's supposed to technically connect to something else. Because it connects up here. Like, it's an off round one, and there's also a train going by. That's cool. There's a nice train line here, which could be used for something. I don't know what for sure, but it could be used. I might put another road here and put in some medium level stuff here. This is a huge road to have like houses on, in my opinion. I mean, it's like, it's fine and all, but it's interesting to me. Yes, okay, I got it. So I get more land, which I haven't bought a single piece of land yet, because I think that's a downfall that people think is like good. So in my opinion, it's not, because I think you have to pay for extra things if they're in your area. So first of all, I'm gonna get advanced road services. And that's
This is
a given.
Second Moon Radio Classical for the
I'm gonna
modern
listen and
age.
see what they say.
Unlike most modern music, classical has always been penned by
I'm
someone
talking about
sitting
classical
in
music.
front of a sheet of blank paper, using only their imagination
This is a good
as
idea too.
guides through a silent audible masterpiece. Now here we sit, listening at full volume, and our souls are transported. But let us not tarry. On to the next episode.
And on to our main featured story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this. The leader of the City Services Division is with us in the studio today to talk about why they're contracting with outside agencies to provide vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Well, quite frankly, yes. It is an additional expense, but the residents have come to expect a certain level of services, and we simply do not have the capacity to provide them within the city.
Sounds like we're the ones who will end up paying for it. Should we be worried?
I expect the residents would be more distressed if key services became unavailable. Their quality of life is very important to them.
But so is their money. We'll be back after this.
Okay, so they're annoyed that we're bringing in other things. That's what I was looking at here. So landscaping doesn't cost us a dang thing. I don't have any of this stuff. I don't even have garbage management, which is probably bad, even though no one seems to complain about that yet. So that's good. Healthcare fees. Okay. Make some money off those, but not enough. We're not importing water though. I would sure hope not. It wouldn't make any sense. Roads, we're barely paying for that, so that's good. Good sign. These roads aren't the issue here. Most of this budget is just electricity, and I'm gonna make the fee so at least it's underneath that, and make it a little bit worse for right now anyway. So we made 29K. We're importing more stuff. God, okay. What can I do for power if I want to do a That would be smart. It's also a hydroelectric power plant. I don't know what that does for sure, but I'm debating that maybe we need to put that over here. Because if it's just water, that's not that bad. There's also a transformer station they've got going here to connect the city to outside sources, so I don't have to worry about it. But they keep building, which is bad because then I keep having to buy more things like that, so that's probably not good. I'm also gonna put more row housing in here